Memorial held in South Carolina for late Jesse Ripple principal and wife. The late principal of the primary school, Onin Stevens, and his wife, Camisha Lindsay Stevens, were remembered at a memorial service in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, following their tragic deaths in a car crash. He was a leader, a role model, a beacon to those with whom he interacted, said Stevens' cousin, Kaden Henry, during the service. While I was his cousin, he always treated me more like a brother, Henry added. Kamisha was described as a true embodiment of grace and light, radiating charm wherever she went. Her memorial labor of love will live in the hearts of all who remembered her, remarked Brian Brown, a cousin of her mother. In his tribute, Jamaica Consulate General to Miami, Oliver Mears, stated that Jamaica has lost two of its brightest lights. The memorial, held at the Macmillan Small Funeral Home, was attended by family members and friends who will be unable to attend the couple's funeral in Jamaica, which is scheduled for early February. Stevens and his wife were killed in a motor vehicle crash on the highway in South Carolina on Friday, January 3rd. The couple had just completed a vacation with their two daughters and were heading to the airport to return to Jamaica. Laborer killed by police in Portmore. The Independent Commission of Investigations (INDECOM) is probing the fatal shooting of a man by police in Portmore, St. Catherine on Tuesday night. The deceased has been identified as 24-year-old laborer Alex Madden of a Kingston 11 address. Reports are that around 9 p.m., police personnel were on operation in Bridgeport, Portmore, when Madden was accosted. He allegedly challenged the team with a gun. The police took evasive action, and he was shot and injured. The police say they seized a pistol affixed with a magazine containing 6 rounds. Madden was assisted to Spanish Town Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Landlord's body found in-house during yard sale, led by murder suspect. A probe has been launched into the stabbing and strangulation murder of a landlord, allegedly committed by his tenant at the property where they live in St. Andrew. The deceased man, a 56-year-old Roger Evans, who was last seen Thursday around 2:30 a.m. Investigators were, however, not made aware of the murder until later that day. Reporters understand that the prime suspect, who is currently in custody, held a yard sale with Evans' belongings, during which his body was discovered inside the home. A source told reporters that the suspect is a member of a prominent Jamaican family. According to the St. Andrew North Police, about 12:30 a.m., the suspect and the landlord were involved in an argument. Reporters understand that the suspect reportedly waited until Evans retired to bed before he allegedly kicked in his bedroom door. Evans was attacked and an electrical iron used to deliver blows to his head, inflicting wounds. The body reportedly had stab wound to the face and visible marks suggesting he was strangled. The police indicated that later Thursday morning, the suspect went to the nearby Shortwood Road area where he advertised the deceased man's property, including his furniture, for sale. During the yard sale, where a number of persons visited and allegedly made purchase, the suspect was asked if there were any bedroom items for sale. Interested persons unsuspectedly visited the yard sale on invitation, and when someone gained access to the bedroom, they stumbled on what was believed to be the body wrapped in a sheet. They left hastily and made a report to the police, a source with knowledge of the probe told reporters. Notified of the discovery, the Grants Bend police conducted a search of the premises and found Evans' body. The investigation is ongoing. Education Minister says consultation on new school grooming policy are ongoing. Education Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon says consultations on the school grooming policy are ongoing. She gave the update during a post-cabinet press briefing. The issue of grooming in schools resurfaced following a video captured by a student at the McGraw High School in St. Catherine, who claimed he was barred from entering the institution recently due to his ungroomed hair. The students appealed for the minister's intervention in the situation. The ministry has since launched an investigation. This week, it's said to meet with the student, his parents and principal, and others involved. Commenting on the grooming issue, Dr. Morris-Dixon said an updated policy draft is being circulated for feedback. She said it is important that a balance between order and expression be struck. Meantime, Chief Executive Officer Terrion Thomas Gale said concerning the McGraw High School incident, the minister has asked for measures to be put in place to ensure the student is not at a disadvantage.
We actually have another one that has been drafted, updated based on, for example, one court case that we had. And that has been doing the rounds. It was circulated with the principals. It was circulated with the student council members. So the students have a voice with the churches. So everybody has been looking at this policy of grooming. And it's not an easy one, because I know as a young person, I thought the rules at school were too harsh. And I know a lot of young people will think that, rules can be harsh. But we have to make sure that the rules are fair. And we need to make sure that there is order in our schools. There's too much in order in our society. And our schools are very important for us to maintain order. But we understand that times change. Times change, and you have to look at things differently. And that's why we have the consultations ongoing. We have to balance order, something that we struggle with as a country, and we have to ensure that order is maintained in our educational institutions. And we also understand that as young people, they want to express themselves in different ways. And, it may be in hair, in dress, in other things. But the key thing we know is that school is not a fashion runway, right? School is about a place of learning. And for us, our focus is on learning in our schools and ordered learning.
We have asked that all measures be put in place so that the students seen in the videos that they are not at all be at a disadvantage, that it becomes a learning experience for not just them but for the other student population. As Minister says, school is really about learning, and from this some learning must be received. And so the principal is meeting with the teams there, the Board of Governors, and so that the necessary steps be put in place to utilize all the psychosocial mechanisms that we have in place at our schools to ensure that the students receive the best output from all this.
Businessman Patrick Kesley has died. Patrick Kesley, a transformative figure in Jamaica's business, process outsourcing BPO sector, has passed away at the age of 58. He died at the Conner Regional Hospital in St. James after a prolonged battle with cancer. Renowned for his pioneering leadership, Kesley rose to prominence as one of the youngest CEOs of E-Services Group International. Under his stewardship, the company grew from a modest data entry operation into the largest English-speaking nearshore call center and back-office processing enterprise in the region. His vision and innovation helped position Jamaica as a competitive player in the global outsourcing industry. Kesley, who leaves behind a son, will be remembered for his indelible impact on the BPO landscape and his role in driving economic growth and opportunities for countless Jamaicans. Government committed to making housing more affordable, stated Prime Minister. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has reiterated the government's commitment to ensuring that all Jamaicans have access to affordable housing solutions. He noted that there is an imbalance between housing supply and affordability, with many qualified individuals struggling to find solutions within their income bracket. This issue is not the finance, it's that people who qualify can't get the houses that are available on the market, he pointed out, while addressing a recent meeting with the National Leadership Prayer Breakfast Committee at the Office of the Prime Minister. He explained that the market is producing homes primarily for those with higher income, leaving a gap for low and middle-income families. In addition, he noted that houses prices at 12 million are often sold for 18 million due to market demand dynamics. What we want to do is to get the market to produce houses in all categories, Holness said, stressing the need for affordable options alongside high-end developments. We need developers who can build houses at a scale to bring down costs and make housing more affordable, he stressed. The Prime Minister noted the role of the National Housing Trust (NHT) in financing low-income and achievable housing projects. We're doing everything to create what is called effective demand, he said, noting that the Guaranteed Purchase Program was introduced as a strategic measure to mitigate market risk for developers. We say to developers, you build the houses, we buy them at a specific price, and then we sell them at an affordable price, he detailed. This approach aims to encourage developers to construct homes without fearing financial losses. Government can't build houses, What we can do is use resources to finance affordable housing and say, you can only get this finance if you sell at this price, he pointed out. The Prime Minister cited other initiatives aimed at making housing more affordable, including reducing the interest rate on mortgages, with some low-income borrowers benefiting from a 0% interest rate. Efforts are underway to deliver 43,000 houses over the next few years as part of a broader strategy to meet housing demands. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.